Oh, by the way, the like I said, I mentioned earlier, I was mixing this afternoon, which is kind of like why I'm like tired. I didn't get to, like, I was busy all day and then mixing, and I didn't get to take a nap before this. Um, but anyway, oh shit, back up. It's looking like probably this month, potentially, I'm gonna be able to put out uh, the first single for the black metal thing. Cause like what I want to do is, since it's like a totally, you know, like a new thing and nobody really knows about it, I didn't want to just put out the record into the void where nobody's gonna hear it. Like I want to actually try and build some hype. So, so what I'm gonna do is put out a single first, and you know, just try and build excitement uh, based on the single. Um, it's just cause the mixing is like basically done. Like I dialed in like the drum tone, which was like really important. Like the only thing that's really left is just like little, you know, like dumb shit. Like, oh, I need to turn this vocal up or down a little bit, or you know, this little guitar thing can maybe come up a little bit, like little shit like that. But the main sound is there. Um, but the problem that I'm having is picking what the single is going to be, because it's such a weird record, right? It's like, you know, like I'm always describing it that it's all these different things. It's like it's black metal, it's doom metal, it's shoegaze, it's 80s goth, you know, it's like all these things. It's like three different types of metal, and like, you know, shoegazy goth cure type shit, you know. And it's just like all over the place, and it makes sense as a record, but like to just pick one song is proving really difficult, because it's like I don't know, like I don't know what song to fucking pick, because it's like if I pick one that's like too shoegazy, then like people are gonna be like, this isn't a black metal record, and it's like, well, it is, but you have to listen to the whole fucking thing. Like you can't do it. So I don't know. And then if I pick one that's just like a little too black metal, then people are gonna be like, well, where's the 80s goth? You know what I mean? So there's two options. Like, and what sucks is like what's the best option that kind of like shows a little bit of all the aspects is that song is actually 8.5 minutes long. It's 8.5 minutes long, and it starts like really slow. Like it starts with just like acoustic guitar and like into this like distorted chorus, but there's like no drums, and it's like 1.5 minutes before the drums kick in, and then when the drums kick in, it's like total like black metal, like Blut Aus Nord fucking stuff. Like it gets all dark and crazy. But it's like, as a single, I don't know that it would work, because it's like it takes 1.5 minutes to get there, and it's like people don't have any fucking patience. So yeah, it's gonna be tough to decide. Scotty said, "Hell yeah, brother." Yeah, it's gonna be cool, man. Ah, game over. There it is. Right at the 2 hour mark too. So I mean, I guess I made it, like we did a full stream, but yeah. That sucks. I didn't get to beat it. I did my best. Did the best I could do. But anyway, yeah, so sometime this month I'll be putting out the first single. And Scotty, I actually might be hitting you up to send you something to, I might send you a couple to get your opinion on. I might actually just send you the whole thing. I might email it to you when it's done. And then maybe you can give me your opinion on what you think I should do for the single, because at this point, like, I honestly have no idea. It's really tough to decide. And I'm also kind of like, I'm interested in seeing. Jay Chen said, but you haven't beaten past games either, dude. I've beat so many games on this fucking channel. Are you kidding me? Anyway, yeah, the other thing is like I want to do the single thing first because I don't think that there would be any sort of offer that would be good enough for me to take, but what I want to do is I want to do the single thing just because I'm kind of curious to see if I can get any label interest this time around. Because I Am the Icarus is a really hard sell for a record label for like a guy that doesn't tour because like I don't want to tour, right? Um, and it's a hard rock alternative band where it's like you you kind of have to, you know what I mean? Like it's hard to just like do that without being on the road and whatever. Um, but a black metal thing, there's little black metal projects and stuff that like get signed to like metal labels, smaller black metal labels, even sometimes bigger metal labels that they don't necessarily tour, if ever, or very little. Um, so you can kind of get away with it sometimes, depending on if it's good or not. So I thought I would put out the single first just to kind of see if it gets any hype going, and then I might shop it a little bit just to kind of see. Um, but in today's world, it's a lot different now because it's putting it out on a label isn't necessarily as good as it you might think it would be. Because if they're not going to be able to like really do much more promotion than you can on your own, or like it might end up being the same thing where it's like, yeah, it's out on a small little black metal label, but then like you're getting just as many plays and shit as you would have if you put it out on your own, but now you're splitting your royalties. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but Scotty said sounds good to me, brother. Yeah, man, I'll send it to you for sure. Jay Chan said Donkey Kong, cough cough. Yes, I didn't beat Donkey Kong. I can't beat Donkey Kong in 2 hours though. I've talked about that though. I'm thinking about potentially there's these games like, yeah, that I've started that I haven't finished, like Donkey Kong, Mario World, uh, uh, what is it? Link to the Past, Legend of Zelda, Super Metroid. There's games like that, save file type games like Earthbound. Um, I've thought about maybe going back to some of those at some point and picking up. So Donkey Kong Country and Super Mario World might be ones that wouldn't be too bad because I could probably beat them if I play like in a few sessions. You know what I mean? Um, so we'll see. Maybe I'll hit some of those up again at some point. But anyway, I am out of here. So thanks for hanging out, guys. And I will be back next week. So catch you next time. All right, later.